Which team, based on everything you got from mini camps and everything like that, are you most looking forward to seeing all 18 of their games, all 17 of their games, 18 weeks of their season? What do you got
Yeah,
for
I
me?
think there's two teams in the AFC that really resonate with me because I think they've got a lot to prove.
Yes.
Like I think the Buffalo Bills, as good as they are, and they play in maybe arguably the weakest division in football in the AFC East, the Bills, like it feels like if they don't go to a Super Bowl, then it's just a failure. Like the season's for naught. And I feel the same way about the Ravens. And I think it was fair a couple of years ago to point the finger at Lamar, even a year ago, and say, hey, Lamar's got to play better in playoffs, in the playoffs. When the playoffs roll around, that dude's got to play better. And I think he's acquitted himself quite well. So then it becomes, hey, the Ravens, man, you guys have to make decisions. You can't quit running the ball. You have got to, as a coaching staff, put your players in a position to win. So I think they've got a ton of pressure on them because anything short of a Super Bowl to me is a failure. And and then if you look like in the NFC, I think probably the coach with the most like in Buffalo, Sean McDermott has a ton of pressure on him as well, right? As does John Harbaugh because they haven't won a championship. They haven't won an AFC championship or gone to the Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl championship with Lamar, who's been a multiple MVP winner. And then I think in San Francisco, I know a lot of people talk about the injuries and hey, you're moving off of, veteran players and you're going to have a lot of young players playing for you. I really think this is a really good team, but ultimately this falls on Kyle Shanahan with all the pressure that he has on him because he is the guy in my mind. Everybody talks about it. What a great play caller he is. What a great head coach he is. I've witnessed it firsthand. I played for his father. The guy is an amazing, amazing coach. But you know what? You've gotten to the Super Bowl twice and you've lost it. And, one of them was an overtime decision that is very questionable to take the ball last, to essentially receive the football when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side. So there's a lot to prove there as well. So it really, yeah, I mean, it's right around the corner. I cannot wait.
So let's talk about this here. Super Bowl or bust teams, right? In terms of whether their season is viewed as ultimately successful. Although, technically all 32 teams should have that sort of pressure placed upon them of expectations. Would you put Buffalo and Baltimore in that category? Kansas City's in that category, right? Wouldn't you say that?
Sure, although they've been to five and won three of them. So you know what? I mean, I wouldn't be. Listen, man, as a former Bronco, I wouldn't be pissed off if a lot of bad things happened to them and they didn't win any games.
This
So
guy, right?
that
Okay.
wouldn't bother me in the least. But yeah, you like they've got such great expectations. As much I try to hate them, Andy Reid is a great human being. I love him, and as much as I want to hate Mahomes, I just can't seem to
Of
bring
course
myself to
not.
hate the guy
I
because
mean,
he's so good.
of course.
He's so much fun to watch. So
Yeah.
I root against him, but not really. It's just kind of, just good old fashioned sports hate.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.